All right, so I have properly, appropriately, and proportionately dished out, all of the to everybody. I've nailed everybody here with these videos and everything. Really don't like the media, and the reason that I don't like the media, it's not the pundits really that I don't like. They're all just a bunch of slaves. Their minds are completely hacked. They're slaves. They're technological digital slaves. They're transhumanist. You're not in the media unless you're a hack. Okay, that's the way it works. Now, I've talked about the bumblebees, right? Those are the big Jews, right? And I don't have a problem with Jews. However, seeing how I've appropriately fucked the military here, and then the Democrats, and I gave the Republicans a pretty good dose of bullshit. I figured I can't figure out. I'm getting hammered right now. So I'll tell you a lot because this video is going to piss some Jewish mob bosses off. Okay, but I think it's going to be the regular bumblebees, not the red-tailed bumblebees. But it might piss both of them off. But sorry, I don't care. Yeah, I mean, you got the Nazis. I pissed them off. I proved President Trump in the media some sort of a Nazi now. They used to be Jewish. Now they're Nazis, right? But here, let me just get into, and this one's really for the left-wing media and the Democrats, because I know how y'all just love those unions, don't you? Hey, left-wing mob bosses, don't y'all love unions? I know you do. Well, I was thinking about it, seeing how you've enslaved the entire media industry, including Hollywood and everybody. What if we was to come up with a pundit union, or just the whole industry? Why don't you do a union for entertainment and news, right? Which is what news is these days. It's all fake news. All this shit's cooked up because we're living in an illegal technocracy. So they've got to find people like myself to cook up news. It's a fact, and I forecast all of this news because they were going to turn around and say that I was a prophet. I'm not. Well, what they've actually learned is I actually am. I mean, I can actually forecast stuff that they weren't anticipating, and that's why they showed up here in the first place. Because there's certain people that are really good at predicting the future, but they manipulate the future. They cheat. Okay, so what they'll do is control the outcome using this. Technocracy that we're living in, where everybody's minds are under control. It's all in my videos. Go back and watch all my videos. But this one, my boss, media boss, Jew bosses, and Nazi bosses too. I don't think this one really affects Russia that much, but that whole thing was all bullshit anyway. If you take Russia and you flip it around backwards, it says AI Secret Service UR. It was Iran Contra, okay? Con translate. So I've got the whole key in my head. Keystone Pipeline. So, anyways, what I was going to say there, pundits, who I'm connected to your mind hive, so y'all are getting this. If you're tired of being slaves to these liberal mob bosses who take their billionaire elite that basically have the finger on the trigger of this technology, and they can send it to somebody's house like mine and torture me with it, plus the military and everybody else has this technology. It's a mind hive technology, Paris Accord, the whole 9 yards. And the reason you don't hear anything about this in the media is because they're all slaves to this technology, and they're scared because they're under contract, right? So these media these media pundits and stuff, the bosses say you have to talk about you can't just talk about anything you want to, right? They won't let them talk about anything they want to. They have to stick to the teleprompter, and they can't get off the teleprompter. You got people like Tucker Carlson. He'll say tech tyranny. Ooh, you really told the country what's going on there, Tucker Carlson. Whoa, I'm so informed. Why don't you tell them that there's nanotechnology attached to their neurons and they're being driven by fusion GPS? And I see what the AI did to get the story out there. You got to put the breadcrumbs together, and I have. Okay, it's all together. I got a book about this shit. But what I was going to say there, pundits, what I would do if I were y'all is form a union. Just all get together, all the entire media industry get together and form a union. And then those contracts that y'all signed, they're not worth anything anymore then. Whenever y'all get together as a union, all those laws that say that you can go on strike and shit, who's going to give the news? Do y'all have any brains? I mean, I swear to God, media people, I think the reason that they're kind of pissed off that they tried to make me one of you is they didn't realize I was really intelligent. And I'm a Billy Badass, right? I'm not going to take this shit. So I'm going to keep ramming my dick up their ass, right? That's what I'm doing. I'm just plowing it in there, just getting it all the way in there, and just bow, just wearing that ass out, right? You know? Of course, I'm goofy redneck too, but it turns out that was a good cover, wasn't it? Didn't see me coming, did you? So what I would do, I had some other technology here. It's get me kind of frisky, you know, the bumblebees. Them bumblebees piss me off sometimes. However, the like Mossad and all of them normal ones that are over there in Israel, I actually like those guys. The holy Jews. I've been through this. I'll just say what they are: holy Jews, the satanic Christians, and the holy Christians. Everything's so convoluted, it's ridiculous. But pundits form a union, and you can tell your bosses to stick their in the intel community that is involved with your bosses. This big occult that drives the media, the people that are in charge of you pundits. Oh, this is scaring the shit out of them right here. Wait a minute. A union? Hey, we got to change the laws real quick. We got to get the union laws in our favor. And hey, while we're at it, Red Phone, while we're at it, let's stop pushing unions in the media. I don't like unions anymore. See how them unions has always worked to their advantage. When the pundits and the entire media industry forms a union and their contracts are nullified whenever they want to go on strike, kind of bit them in the ass, didn't it?